put the selfie stick already, but I'll get it back out. And donations. So yeah, we're live. It's gonna take him a second to come in. Nobody typed yet.
Okay.
And I mean, they're not expecting me to go back live, so you know. But I mean, we cut the IRL, pure IRL, and now it's van live stream. See the variety you get over here?
We're gonna teach you all about van life in this stream.
We're usually typed by now. I'm kind of wondering if I'm even live because, oh shit, I almost lost that. Sometimes it glitches out.
What network do you use?
Well, YouTube, Facebook. Yeah, I don't think I'm live. You want to just like what I do? Good.
Right here?
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, whatever you. Okay, no, there we go. Chat's good too. Okay, but no, yeah, really, I mean,
Go in here.
we don't. Yeah, as long as we don't have to pay, you know. Right? Oh shit! I didn't. Oh, and I'm dumping my pipe almost. Yeah, I didn't realize this is different environment, different style stream that I have to adjust to. That is new territory for the IP2C. That's changed.
IP2 CEO.
New script.
I got more lighting.
Maybe this was the script all along. I mean, whatever
More
you can
light?
do. Don't. Oh shit! Don't drain
I'm gonna
your.
go take a picture.
All right. I'm gonna stay in the van house. Well, he said we're okay to do tours. But I'll wait for you guys to file in before I do the van tour. No, he's got it set up really cool over here. Actually, I'm impressed. I mean, I'll let him tell his story, and to be honest, I don't know it. He only told me a few things, so I'll let him talk about himself as much as he wants. What's up, Booty Cream Cheese? Who else is here? Cursed Alt, and why aren't I scrolling back further? That's all I can scroll back. Was that the first? There's something going on over here, and I guess things are a little bit dead because it's after ACL. Everyone went hard then, and now they're just like they don't want to go out. We too, well, it's CBD here in Texas, and well, this one's mine. He says he's got organic tobacco. I bummed a cigarette in the during the drag show. Well, I tried. And one of the guys got mad. He didn't want to give me one, and then the girl gave him off because I was gonna buy one. I mean, I don't think I have change, but you know, it was one of those things. I was craving one, but I am trying to quit as well. So wanna talk to them, or
Yeah.
need to do
Down
this?
to talk, down to talk. I'm mainly interested in like just.
Want to sit over here
Yeah.
because of the light mostly, and like it's easier to maybe like frame it. Yeah, that should be much better. And yeah, I can sit back. So you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm Wesley. I was really big into IP2 and Ice Poseidon like a couple years ago. I haven't been really too involved lately. I've been like just living the life in the van, just like traveling around. Went to Santa Monica for a bit.
Okay. So how long have you been in the van?
Probably like 7 months now.
Okay, that's
About.
yeah, that's a good.
But
a
I
good
wasn't-
little bit.
I was at home like living with my parents.
And you're from
Asheville, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking to them. more than me. I mean, I'm here to kind of conduct the conversation.
Okay.
But you know, you're on stream, so whatever you're saying it like everyone hears it. That's all right.
Yeah. Took a shit ton of psychedelics, and
back in North Carolina.
Yeah, back in North Carolina.
What kind of psychedelics?
Mushrooms. Man.
Mushrooms. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I mean, you're on the weekend.
Mushrooms and acid. I took a lot of acid.
Acid,
too.
you're getting up there. Yeah. I mean, acid
DMT.
and then DMT.
I did DMT. Too.
Okay, so I mean, yeah. I've really only done mushrooms. I've done acid a few times, but it wasn't good. I don't know. It just wasn't. I mean, I got a little bit of a buzz. It was still nice, but it wasn't an intense acid trip.
Yeah.
And because I couldn't get it back in Canada. I don't know. It all went away. Like I did a lot of MDMA and ecstasy and. Well, I mean, I was a fentanyl addict. I did a lot of coke and crack and meth as well, but I mean, those were just like whatever. It was the fentanyl that I had a hard time quitting, and I went on the methadone program.
What's that?
And then I quit that too. It's a liquid opioid. They give you, like, you're on the program to get off of opioids, so they dose you from the. So it's a clinic. You go see a doctor every week, along with a piss test, and they fill your script. Your script is for a week. At first, you got to go in every day to the pharmacy. So usually the clinic is at the same spot, or there's multiple pharmacies around the city. But then, and when you start the program, every day you go into the pharmacy to get your dose, to get your drink. Then, as you start pissing clean, you start being able to take them home. Just one the first week you're clean. And if you keep being clean, you get more and more take homes, and eventually you can have up to 6, because the one day you always have to go in to see the doctor for your weekly script. But it's so I mean, it's an opioid program to get off it. There's really 2 kinds. I just blanked on the other one. Methadone is the liquid one. It's technically an opioid, so they give you an opioid, but I mean, they know what dose you're on, and like it's clean. It's through the system. You know, you're not doing crime to get it, because it's fairly cheap, and if you're on welfare, you get it for free.
So it's more like you get something that you know what you're getting. It's not like you might get like overdose.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
So it's better for people.
Well, of course, yeah. It's not an unreliable source from the street. You're getting it from the pharmacy. It's this big bottle of liquid, because it's a liquid, and they put so little bit. It's like, dude, not even a shot, like a squirt. And that's like the methadone itself, the opioid. It's so strong, that fucking thing. And then they dilute it with like juice, because it tastes bad too. That Frago, the orange mix, you know, the powder that you mix in, they mix it with that, because it's so little bit, it would get lost in the cup, you know, like, and it just tastes like shit. So I mean, they dilute it. But yeah, I was on that program, and it worked for me, and I got off it too, because most people don't. Like, most people just stay on it. And the other one starts with an S. I forget what it is, but that's the opposite, because this is an opioid. They actually give you an opioid. And, well, they have their thing of what would be like the maximum dose they give you, and they work you up to that. So the thing is, opioids, like, someone with a high tolerance can take a huge amount of opioids. And that's what happens with addiction. Like, you just keep taking more, and I mean, you won't die from it. You die if you relapse. Usually people go for rehab, but they only go for rehab because the drugs don't work anymore, or they can't afford them. And then when they come out, they do it again, and then they don't have that same tolerance. They remember what they used to do, and that could be a fatal dose at that point.
I'd say my favorite thing.
Are they gonna have sex? That guy seems not stable.
I was a virgin before I got the van.
Before you had sex?
Before I got the van. And then once I got the van, girls really like coming inside the van. They like
Wow.
the van for some
All right,
reason. I don't know
let's-
why.
let's
I'm just
get-
letting you guys know.
Let's get some girls.
I'm letting you guys. Okay.
Maybe they'll like the stream too. I mean,
Okay.
if they like the van, they gotta like the stream. I mean, it's one of those package deals tonight. For the
I
time
hear some
being.
music over there.
I
what's
know,
going
I heard
on.
it too, but I mean, it's after ACL, where I kind of peaked out, but I don't really see it. I don't know. To be honest, I'm kind of clubbed out. I haven't been to this many clubs in forever. Like this was a true, like, club hopping stream, and I went to like the well.
I'd be down to talk to girls on the street.
Yeah, dude. Sorry. I mean,
I
tomorrow.
understand. I mean,
There's always tomorrow, but
Always.
I mean not so much for me because there's only a few days left for me. But
where are you going? Where are you going after this?
Colorado.
Colorado. Okay. We're at in Colorado.
I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm gonna go to Denver. I don't really care. Maybe. I mean, what would you say? Should I go? Because I'm only gonna go through it if
Yeah.
I do, and then it's like what. Stop and see the Capitol, or what's like the
I've never
one
been there.
thing you would.
I've
No,
never
you've
been to
never
Colorado.
been. I was thinking more like outside, but I'm kind of planning on is just like getting there and kind of like staying somewhere, at least for a little bit, like for a night probably, to see how it goes, and then I can keep moving.
You going west? You keep moving west? You think?
We'll see. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So what's going on with is anyone out in Santa Monica or LA area? Or is
Oh,
there anyone
LA
else?
always has people. Pay and Sonic are like the new ones that consistently stream. Aladdin, Little Bat, Terrell have been there forever. Trisha's there now in Hollywood.
So I remember I saw a clip of you at someone's house, and she got evicted or something. Police came. I don't know if you want to
Well,
get
the
I don't know if you
last
can get
time.
into
Well, no, I'm not. I don't remember. So the last time, I got evicted, kicked out by Crystal Ann in Oklahoma, and the police came
that. Yeah.
because I called them for my missing belongings.
Mhm.
I mean that story.
You got most of your stuff back.
Most
right?
of it, yeah. Some stuff is still missing, and
Yeah.
one is like a streamer mic that I would be using like pretty frequently, and there's a speaker missing too, which I mean she doesn't even have the subwoofer, and she doesn't have the cable for it. But
Is she just crazy, you think?
yeah,
I had a
Of course.
fucking experience with a crazy ass girl that reminded me so
oh,
much of her. It reminded
yeah.
me so much.
just once. It's kind of my
Just once.
specialty.
I lost my virginity a year ago, so I'm like very new.
And you're how old are you?
24.
Wow,
Yeah.
late boomer.
Very late.
Attila attracts crazy. Not my CEO.
I think we all try crazy. I think everybody's
Attila's
crazy
t-shirts are
secretly.
crazy. Yeah, she's
I think
wearing,
all you guys are
dude.
crazy.
She's got a bunch of my t-shirts, my Vegas t-shirts that I wore at her house, and like I would wear on stream all the time, and she kept them. Like she went in my luggage
What do you think she's doing
and
with them
took
now?
them, wearing
With
them on stream, dude. Like she's so dumb. She's even wearing it on stream. Like I don't know if she's flaunting it. Like yeah, I stole your shit, or like is it for me? Is it for the rest of the world?
She
Like,
probably misses you. She's
dude,
probably like,
I mean,
that's her last. That's her
that's
last
even
memory
fucking
of you.
crazier,
Yeah,
dude.
That's the
Like,
last little bit of
that's
you.
fuck. Holy fuck! Like, well, I mean, she did try to hold me hostage. She told me I wasn't allowed to leave. She tried to extort me for like, a lot of money, like $3,000 at one point for rent for 15 days.
Oh
that
my God.
far. And she tried to blackmail me too with a bunch of shit.
You stopped giving her the dick though, right?
But,
That's
well,
mainly
I
what
never
was,
gave it
right?
to her.
Oh, you never gave it to her. She wanted it though, right?
Yeah, but I mean, my situation is complicated, and she knew it going into it. She's talking shit like, oh, he's a criminal. Like, no, bitch. You knew my history, and don't call me a fucking criminal, because you wanted me to be your roommate, your protector against Key Mask. And then the day I leave, she has him over and gets my stuff robbed.
Jesus.
Like, yeah, it's crazy.
Have you talked to her since?
Not really. I mean, I've been back for my stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've talked to her since.
You should just fuck her one time.
I ain't around it, won't say. Detox, rehab, cold sweat, watch some shit. I'm not that genie.
Alright,
bottle.
well,
I'm
media.
in a bag. Take
It's
one
cool.
hit. Slide off to the land of East, man. We first met.
Can I roll one?
Yes.
Doubt me. Now you trying
Because
to leave me.
I would like to
Never
smoke
without
one.
me. Girl, I miss you.
I would like to smoke one just clean, and then I don't know, is this enough? For if you want to mix one?
Yeah, I'll mix one.
What shit I did for you? I made you feel good. We have a love thing. You treating this like it's just a fling. What we have is more sacred than a vow or a ring. You broke my heart, you dirty bitch. I won't forget what you did. If you give birth, I'll already be in love with your kids. Listen, I don't give a damn if your ass starts smoking, but we have a bond that is not to be broken. I love thing.
Me neither. But
It's good though.
I would
love
say
it.
it's a
You got a love
classic.
thing. I can take you higher, girl. Fucking with me, you can be all you can be. We got a love thing. Girl, you try to think me, but you need me. Can you see? You're addicted to me. We got a love thing. I can take you higher, girl. Fucking with me, you can be all you can be.
Yeah, man. All I've ever done is psychedelics, weed, and that's it. Like, I drank a little bit. I drank for the first time a couple years ago. Like, I lived a super sheltered life. Like, I lived in my parents' house
I
until I was like
drank
23.
from like 18 to 20, like the end of 19, pretty much 2 years. I had like 2 years of clubbing time, and I took like some time off.
Yeah.
And well, now I'm kind of drinking again, because those would have been my binge drinking days. Kind of like what I do now, but mostly from home on stream. Like, I mean, the IRL stream, you know, they donated quite a bit. It's pretty good. All in all, they don't really make money. Cause, well, I mean, I was paying like $10 a drink, and 5 drinks. Actually more. Well, yeah, because I mean, we were out here, and I told them I would do fire sales as well, but dude, I mean, I guess I didn't realize how fucking expensive it is here. But then, I mean, we found a place with $2 shots. I don't know, whatever. We already had drinks by then. At that point, I didn't want to have drinks anymore.
So you're married?
Yep.
Okay.
To
I don't know
Jewel.
if you talk about that. Oh, you do?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I got married on stream.
Oh, shit. Okay.
A little bit. Streamer life, a little bit. Attila's chatty catty. Yeah. I mean, I'm good. I can do this. Usually I'm like this. Sorry. But I'm getting tired too. Song was nice. I mean, it's always interesting meeting someone and getting to know each other.
Definitely.
And you guys are watching. Well, I mean, so I'm married and she's pregnant. But I haven't seen her in 6 months. But she says the baby's mine. So, I mean,
I might have that coming. I'm honestly, because like I came in 2 separate girls in the past month with no birth control, and they might have been able to get pregnant. But if they say they're pregnant, I'm probably not gonna go back.
back to North Carolina.
Back to North Carolina. Probably
You know Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
He's in North Carolina.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Dude, we should go see him. Camp outside this complex. He's got a new $10 million
I saw that.
studio.
You know where it is exactly?
No, but I mean, I'm sure we can find out. And
camp outside his complex.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to do it like, I wouldn't want to do it like the real degenerate IP2 way
Yeah.
of like Mondo, like tenting on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
But I mean,
remember that.
so for one, I don't even think it's that kind of complex. It's like a huge fucking thing, like many acres of a land, and I'm sure we could just like pretty much be anywhere,
Yeah.
and like they wouldn't even care. But
Well, I wonder if it has a lot of property surrounding the area.
yeah,
you know?
like acres. So he's
Yeah.
got like, I'm pretty sure it's like it's about 10,000 square foot, but like multiple of them, the studios. So he's got like, I don't know, maybe like 50,000 square foot of studio space.
Okay.
And on like acres and acres of land.
Yeah.
So it's like a big place. Where the Ash?
You know, right there's good. You know what I believe? I really believe like IRL live streaming is the future. Like, there's no doubt about it in my mind. Like, I feel like seriously, like it's the future.
It's getting tough, and it's getting bad. Like, I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be a new wave. Maybe I'm just kind of too caught up in this.
Yeah.
But I mean, British streamer goes live for the first time, gets arrested.
Really?
Yeah. And Britain is like pretty bad. Maybe not the greatest example. But I mean, here too, that's what's happening. And like, whether it's the homeless people, and you know, they defunded the police here.
Yeah.
And
It's not as bad here though, is it? Like
whatever
police
the
are pretty
fuck
good
that means, I mean, they officially defunded the police. So so verbal agreements arguments they don't respond to anymore.
here. Shit.
They say accidents too, and even like theft and property damage. They don't reply to none of those things anymore.
Here they don't?
Yeah.
Shit.
So to me that sounds pretty fucking lawless. And
Yeah.
I was talking about this earlier, the expansion and booms, what that comes with, the negative sides, but this is another one. Well, maybe like an independent factor, which is, I mean, it's so weird that a city is expanding and they're cutting back.
Yeah.
And police is very important, and you need to have like good police, like a lot of training and oversight and body cams, and of course like all the tools at their disposal, which is funding. I mean, I'm not for defunding the police at all. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I got pulled over twice actually with the car. The second time they gave me a warning.
Yeah.
The first time they gave me a tag ticket, 160 for no tags, because I mean I bought the car, there was a plate on it, and I just drove it. I had insurance. I mean, I got insurance on it. That's what saved me. He said, and because he was going to impound the car, and but I had insurance. It was working hours, so he called the insurance, confirmed. You know, if I would have just had a fake paper, it would have been even worse. But yeah, I mean, it's only $160 ticket, but if I bring them the tags, then I only have to pay $10. So
So you have a pending court case?
yes, I do.
Oh,
I do. I have two of them actually. One in San Antonio for a trespass,
Yeah.
and
What happened there?
The
Why?
one in Austin is the domestic. The Austin one is the more serious one. I mean that was like really bullshit, because I was walking around and I walked off the sidewalk onto these barges, and then like the next day there was a warrant out for me, and they put me in jail, and that was criminal trespass. But I wasn't trespassed from anywhere.
Gotcha.
You know, like, I don't know. Anyways, that's one of them. That's like the real bullshit one, which like, I don't know. Like I was, so that the court appointed lawyer told me I would get community service, but they're still just dragging it out. Like, now I'm kind of getting to the point of like, fuck it. I don't even want to do community service. Now we may as well just fight it because it's a stupid fucking charge. And I don't know. Anyways, we'll see where that goes. I'm not too worried about that one. The Austin one is the more serious one, and I have like, it's not a protective order, it's a bond condition that I can't go 200 yards of her.
Gotcha.
And well, we're working on getting that lifted too. That's
Here,
part of it.
I was gonna go get the
girls.
number. I'm gonna get the number. I'm gonna get the number.
Go. She's looking. She was interested. She could see.
Film it.
No. When if you bring her in, just trust me. Dude, do your thing. This is the van life now. We're in the van camera.
Okay.
That's the challenge. You're not allowed to leave the van. Content has to come here.
Okay.
I mean, no, I said that because trust me, it's better if you just like roll up and talk to her. And I wouldn't even put her on camera at first. Just
I kind of
ask
want to
her.
get. I feel like I was gonna get rejected in that moment.
She was looking in. She was interested.
Could I want to buy to that.
Bitwave in the van. Bitwave is done. It's not dead as in irrelevant. It's actually fucking gone.
What is Bitwave?
Bitwave was a platform we used to stream on, practically porn.
Okay.
It was the open TOS platform that a couple of us used. A lot of us used it at one point or another. Speedy as well. And well, for the whale stream, you're not familiar with Speedy San Antonio whale stream?
I know about. I'm not familiar with that particular stream.
Well, that's practically his biggest stream.
Oh, okay.
And then the next one would have to be Jewel. Trying to fuck Jewel with a limp dick.
Speedy trying to fuck Jewel again?
Oh, well, you're pretty out of the loop.
I am out of the loop. I'll do that.
There's a lot of lore to get through. But, well, yeah, because Jewel does Chatterbait.
Okay.
You know what Chatterbait is?
Yes.
Yeah. So it was like another platform, kind of like that. OnlyFans is the other big one because you can stream on OnlyFans, and a lot of people use it. But then that's the pay model. I think so you can have subs. You set your price and you can set it to free, so people can follow you for free. And then they usually sell packages on top of that. But I don't know how it works with the streaming. If you could set like free membership and then still stream. But yeah, and then so we did some Chatterbait together, and we did the Bitwave. We kind of did the same thing on Bitwave. Like we'd have sex on stream.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay.
With her.
How did that go? Did you like that?
Yeah.
Yo, y'all want to come in? It's chill. We have weed. We're live streaming. You'll love it. You'll be famous.
Kiss him, make breakfast, rip. Speedy fingering Jewel is an unfortunate memory I can't unsee. You can't unsee. Shitwave. So, well, Gypsy Crusader was the other big one. But he's in jail. 41 months. He just got... So, I don't get this. He was saying he's taking the deal, but he didn't know how much time he was getting.
Yeah.
So, that sounds stupid to me. He should have pretty much just went to trial. But, I don't know. Were you gonna stream porn then? I mean, there's still so many platforms. Like I said, Chatterbait and OnlyFans is the new one, but there's so many old school ones, like the Cam Sodas and what was Egypt Beauty using? But I think that's only girls.
What is
my free cams?
Why does YouTube? So you've been banned on YouTube how many times? 5 times. And
not me. Those were other people's channels that got banned.
There's no way for you. Do you feel like you want to have a YouTube channel that you don't get banned on? So
Well, of course. Right.
But your content would have to go down a notch, right? You'd have to notch it down a level.
Dude, I don't even know if it's the content so much. Like, am I really doing anything so bad? Like, I've had nudity on YouTube streams. I guess that would be the worst. Problem is the podcasts. You get those. I mean, there's a lot of things I could do, like delay the stream and then cut the feed. There's simpler ways of doing it. I'm just like overlaying things on it. That's probably the well, that's how you would do it real time.
I keep seeing SJC mentioned. How is he? I haven't seen anything about him or anything lately. Like, is he okay?
I guess he kind of went rogue on me a little bit, and I wasn't really putting up with it. And then I just kind of stopped hearing from him.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was pretty regular on the Discord for a while, and he was a regular on the podcast for a bit. But people hated it, and I was just like, yeah, whatever. If you guys are really that, like, you don't want SJC on podcasts, whatever. But the whole rules thing, like, I was pretty hard on, like, well, only letting them influence me so much, or like having my boundaries. Which, I mean, that's what donations are, obviously. Like, they pay you to do things, which is like right there. You're giving up control. But then, I mean, you have your boundaries. Like, and there's a lot of things I won't do, even if they want to donate. But then the whole like IP2 mod thing, because it's one thing with like donations, and with that too, usually you work out the deal. So they like donate. Like, my minimum is $2, or $2 or $5 with a media, and then they'll ask a question like, would you eat a fish, or how much to eat a fish, and then you negotiate the deal.
Okay.
Right? Like on stream, like I just answered them, and then they type on chat. Obviously, I pay attention to them, whoever's that donator, because we're working out a deal. But like, they'll throw a few more dollars usually at you like that, just so you know they're serious. Because I mean, it's whatever way you want to take it. Like, this happened to EBZ like a month ago. It says, so I will donate to you $100 to quit streaming for a month. And EBZ thinks he's a smart ass. He's gonna be the bigger troll, and takes the deal. And like I said, he goes back and forward with like a couple of small donations, like $5, $3. I think his minimum is like $3.30 actually. So whatever. But then he thinks they're not going to donate, right? Like, he's calling their bluff, even though they've like donated like maybe like $25 to them already. He's like, oh no, okay, I'll take that deal. So he takes the deal. He gets the $100.
Yeah.
Well, what now, chimp brain? You either honor the deal you just agreed to, or you back out. I mean, that's the only two choices.
Yeah.
So if you back out, what's going to happen? How can you back out? What are you going to... Let's say you don't want to do it, right? Because, I mean, why? He's a fucking idiot for saying he would stop streaming for a month for 100. 100 is like end the stream, usually. It's like with Blade, it's like pound the bottle. Or like a lot of streamers will have like 100 end the stream. And that's kind of reasonable. Because... well, whatever, you know, it's for the night anyways. Because that's like... okay, I'll end the stream for 100 and start it back up. Like, yeah, I'm a smart ass. I got you, right? I honored the deal, and I'm still streaming. But that was like a different one. Like, you're not streaming for a month, anyways. And that, like, he could have fucking negotiated for longer. Like, I mean, for more. And he could have even just negotiated for longer, and all that money that they were throwing at him, trying to make the deal, would have been his anyways. But I mean, he wanted that hundo. And, well, guess what happened? Can you guess what do you think happened next? Well, I mean, he didn't stop streaming. He said right then on this stream, like, I ain't gonna stop streaming. What are you thinking?
I also have tried.
So that was his next action. That was his script. That's the script he was running.
Yeah.
And then what do you think happened next? What do you think the viewer, the donator did?
Refund.
Yes, chargeback. Yeah. All of it. Like, it was like 140 at that point.
Yeah.
All charged back.
You get many chargebacks on your?
No. No. With
Well-
donation alerts, I don't get chargebacks at all.
Yeah.
Like there's no chargebacks on donation alert. The other thing I used last was LOL tips, and I don't know how they did their things, but I forget. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Usually my donators are good. Like I don't get a lot of donations. Drinking is usually what they pay for. Tonight was a pretty good night, but then I mean the expenses are high too. It's kind of like bottom line ends up being shitty.
Yeah.
But I mean, to them it was a good night. Even donation wise, it's a good night. It's just IRL's expensive. Like you take the lift, you buy those drinks. Like one drink is like in a bottle is like multiple streams for me. You know, investment. Like cost for doing this stream, but I mean whatever.
How much do you pay for your phone bill? Phone plan?
Oh no, I just have a regular one, like $40.
Which one?
And
is
I have two. This is a straight talk.
Straight talk.
Yeah. I mean you're pretty much good with anything. They're about the same. Like don't get suckered into some like ridiculous phone plan because you don't need it. I mean, if you need more, then get a second one. Plus, you kind of want a second one for streaming. Usually, streamers have two. You have the streaming phone, and then you're reading chat.
Yeah.
It's better to. You kind of need another phone because, like, no laptop still. Trisha, calm down. This was an impromptu stream. I did call an Uber, but then he rolled up and I canceled it. I don't think I'm gonna get charged for it. There we go.
Attila, where can I view your porno? The one where you let your wife get gangbanged by 3 big dick niggers while you're fucking a whale.
I did participate in an orgy once that was filmed with my wife. There was a Puerto Rican girl there too. She's kind of a big porn star, I guess. Like people, oh shit, what happened here? People told me that they know of her, but yeah, thank you for that donation. Was that a question? Am I supposed to answer that?
Where they want to find your where they want to be able to find it, the stream.
Oh right. Where do they find it? Well, they have an OnlyFans and a Twitch. That's where you would find it. The production company that we worked for.
So we have the chat up on the laptop, by the way.
Chat up on the laptop. Hey yo, Van Life Hype. Look at this. Young and Mimi would be jealous. I can stand up. It's a big van. Oh yeah, we still haven't done the tour. You want me to do it real quick? Okay, let me start this way. I'm just gonna flip it. And then I'll be in the mirror, so guys will see me. And Mr. Beast, of course. But okay, so I'll kinda maybe you wanna explain? You got a bike?
Yeah, I got a unicycle.
Obviously.
I like unicycling.
Oh, that's a Oh shit, that's a
Unicycle
unicycle.
right there,
I didn't even notice. Yeah, that's a unicycle. And you got a bike, but that one doesn't have a wheel.
Yeah, the wheel's right there.
Okay, you have
And
the
then I have a
wheels.
little stove
Okay,
right there.
so yeah, you have a bike and a unicycle. That
Yes.
you use them.
Yes, use both.
Okay, cool. Stove. Okay, cool. I'm gonna move my stuff, not too. Oh shit.
Very simple. It's not like I didn't spend a lot of money. I just put some furniture in here.
Yeah, but it's cool. I was telling them earlier, like you got a nice little setup here. Not much, but I guess what you need. And
Yes.
well, the bed, of course. I'm gonna flip back around. It's gonna be easier this way. Yeah, couple drawers. You got a big speaker here, telling me to use it for TTS, but I mean, I don't know. I think it's more chill. Like it's different when you're IRL and like you want that loudspeaker to get reactions, but when it's us here, like there's no point it blaring.
Yeah.
Like we can hear it. You know, it's a mood thing.
This is a loudspeaker you have. So.
Oh yeah, this
Very
is
loud.
this is a good fucking speaker. That's why it's actually turned down in here, because like there's no point. It's just gonna like echo like crazy, and it's gonna hurt our ears. But yeah, and then I mean the front is just the van pretty much. You got the bed. We didn't quite show that.
This whole setup cost me $5,000.
Nice.
Not much money. I mean, I for a little bit. So
Okay,
I was
cool.
able to buy
Like in the shop or
iPhone repair. I did it online.
on your own?
Yeah, on eBay. I just resold on eBay.
So
This is the
people
mansion, yeah.
people sent you their
I
phones,
bought
or
the
you?
phones on eBay,
Uh-huh.
and then I repaired them, and then resold them on eBay.
Nice. Like screens or what?
Mainly screens, yeah.
Dude, I'll give you a couple of phones to change the screens on. I might have one phone that I would want the screen changed. But I have a laptop. I need the screen changed. But I don't really have time
Yeah.
to wait for it to, well, even for the part to arrive. And what would you say? How is that, like changing the laptop screen?
Laptop, I've never really done laptop screens. I've only done phone screens.
Mansion, you said earlier. What about a bathroom? Well, I mean, there's bathrooms all around. You could have gotten an apartment.
Yeah, I could have gotten an apartment, but
I mean, 5,000 is not a lot for a vehicle.
right.
And
I
then
got
if you
it
get
for
an
2 months.
apartment too, so like, I mean, okay, you get an apartment, but an apartment in Austin is $1,500 a month. That's a 1-bedroom.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at that rate, you got 3 months, and then you got bills on that too. So even less. Well, you got some bills on the car too, but I mean, whatever. You gotta take all that into consideration. And then you usually have a car anyways, so you pay the insurance. And like 5,000 is not a lot for a car. And like Austin's fucked for that too. Like, I don't know. I had such a hard time buying cars. So I ended up buying 3 cars since I've been here. One got totaled, one I sold, and I still have one.
You have one right now?
Yeah, I have a car, but so it's actually at the shop. No, it's not a big deal. The headlight was cracked. He told me it passed the inspection, but because one of the headlights had like a pretty big crack, like from one side to the other. I mean, it wasn't bad; it was still working, whatever. But he said he can't pass it that way, and they wanted a lot to fix it over there. So I said I'll order one. You know, I was thinking even change it myself, but of course that didn't happen. And then in the meantime, the other side got hit probably by a stone. I'm guessing by something on like the road trips, and they had a big hole in the middle. So both headlights have to be changed. I had to wait on the second one, and they're doing it now. I gotta do the transfer. I mean, my temper is still good. I mean, I fuck around and I say like, no plates, no insurance. I mean, I've always had insurance. And well, I talked about it earlier. I do have a ticket for tags. On the one car, my tags weren't good, but I still had insurance.
You know, like this thing gets 26 miles to the gallon. I haven't had any issues with it. I went to California, back to the East Coast. Like I've had zero really issues with it at all.
Well,
I got really lucky.
I went on in my clunker after an accident to LA and back. So it's like I bought a Toyota. I mean, it was old, and I actually had to do a lot of work to it. I should have just bought something else for that, like the total money. But I mean, that happens sometimes. And we went to Dallas in it with Geezer, and I went to San Antonio a bunch of times. But then I got hit the day before we were leaving to LA, and Speedy and Wuzo were coming with me. So I couldn't like not go. The car was okay, But the passenger front door didn't open. That's the side I got hit. Didn't open all the way. They could still get in and out, but didn't open all the way. They had a lot of body damage, and like it was shaky after the accident. You know, it was a little bit shaky before that too, and it was an old car. Probably a lot of things had to be changed on it still. That's why it kind of worked out good. But for the LA trip, I mean, I really went there in a wreck because they wrote it off when I came back. Like it was all in the process because the accident just happened, and then I had to leave. The car was still driving. I had to leave. I could have got into like.
Are you still alive?
The LA, yeah, I can take calls. It mutes the stream.
Gotcha.
And 16 houses
So
from sand in Florida, and my house is like a tank. I've never been to Florida. Well, I have briefly, but I don't really count that.
Florida's cool. I
Yeah.
think you'd like it there.
Yeah.
How long is your visa for in the United States?
I'm okay. We started some paperwork.
Okay.
And like I could come and go with Canada. But yeah, it dragged out a little bit with them approving the whole fucking thing. Because then they got it, so it was the other person's fault, and then it was their insurance that paid for it. And then they weren't like the next day, like, oh, here you go, like, because well, even that was a hassle, like trying to get a quote for the car. They gave me like shops, a list of shops, and none of them even wanted to do a quote for different reasons. Like some of them weren't repairing those type of cars. Like they gave me some exclusive shops that were like certain makes that wasn't my car. And then well, a lot of them were like, it's too old. We don't work on vehicles that old, and that just happens. But I knew it would get written off because it with body damage, like it was kind of a side swipe, and like the fender and the door and the light, like it's enough damage to write off an old car, right? Because body work is expensive, and with them they're like they don't want to get into it. And while they realized that, they ended up doing an online quote, but all that dragged out. Well, especially because of me, because when they didn't resolve it like right away, when I realized I can't like get a rental car even approved until the next day, like we just dipped. And then I could have got a rental car, I guess, when I came back here, but at that point I was like, well, whatever, let's just get through this. I don't care about the rental car. They actually gave me a little bit of money for the rental car, but it's pretty ridiculous what they gave you and what they charge for a rental car. And then they would have ended up charging me some money too anyway, so oh well. But it was a little bit of a hassle not having a car, and they probably would have been bitches anyways. Once they got the payout, they would have wanted the car back. And I don't know, I mean, I've had rental cars in Canada with like in this situation with like accidents. Usually they're pretty good. They were okay here too. Just took them a while to like do the fucking online estimate themselves. And they wanted the shop, and it was like, I don't know, wasn't happening. Almost Stone Crab season. Were you here for the festival?
No, I literally just got here today.
Yeah. I mean, that would have been the thing, but tickets are expensive, but it would have been popping just everywhere in the city.
Yeah, I literally, guys, I
Alice
came
all
here
juiced
today.
up about the Blade concert. So where were you before?
I came from North Carolina.
Oh, you just came straight here.
I went to New Orleans and then I came here. But this is the thing. I was literally here an hour and I was driving my van and I saw you and then I saw, who were you with again?
Joker.
And you guys walked right by and I was
I'm
like,
pretty sure, yeah.
I see people live streaming right now, and then I realized it was Lita, and I was like, what the fuck?
Bring back the facial hair. Yeah, I switched it up a little bit. It's in preparation for the mohawk cut, because I mean, see, most of it's like, oh, it's a fucking emergency vehicle, but Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's because most of the side is gonna be shaved up. Only the legs are on the side. Don't block the road.
I feel like there's a lot of shit going on.
This is when
there.
this is when you play into it and like you freak out and we pull away and go somewhere else and pretend.
We can go over there.
They were kicking us out. Nah, dude. Like, I mean, you can, but to be honest, I'm tired as fuck.
I get it.
I've had a long day and tomorrow is gonna be kinda long too. No,
Right.
dude, it was a fucking car like stopped in the intersection. There's nothing, and like there's people loitering. I don't know. Well, see, like I figured I'd be safe walking like towards the Capitol, but I guess I don't realize that they kind of closed those grounds down. I should have actually stayed on. But fuck that. Like, I don't know. You see it once, you see the same thing. It's like people fucking walking around.
I'm from Asheville, North Carolina.
It's definitely like toned down. Not being the weekend. And then just after the ACL, the music festival. That doesn't feel safe. No, I'm good now. It was it got rough because I mean I don't even know what the fuck those fucking losers wanted. I don't remember them from earlier, but well then it was okay. Yeah, I mean I knew it was going sideways, and I couldn't even see them or hear them. And yeah, I mean I was filming the Paramount. That's why, like, there's landmarks everywhere, and I've been to a bunch of like interesting bars. The one is owned by an actor, not like a huge actor, but he played in the show Supernatural. We did the tranny bar. That other bar was interesting too, with the band. We've been to a bunch of them, more just like walking in. We got kicked out of the fancy building, the Illuminati, but there too we had a good run. We streamed in there too because I streamed the place going in, and there was a bunch of more bars. Like the one bar, we had the drinks. Yeah, this one's easier to read. Orpian raid? Who's Orpian? Joker tried to set you up in the Jamal. Yeah, dude, Joker was fucking not really helping most of the time. And really I wanted to have like other type of interactions, and he just tired me out. And well, yeah, I actually had to fucking worry about shit because of him. And he was shook on every fucking corner. Like, even the LGBT area. Because, like, acting a fool is one thing, like, whatever, but, I mean, it wasn't even funny, dude. Whatever. It's cool. I like kind of hanging out with them. It's always nice to hang out with someone. Even if they didn't stream, like... And then Preston called and the stream got muted. Which is weird too, but whatever.
Yeah, Joker did look like he was on some drugs maybe today.
No comment.
What's up, dude?
Hey, brother. We're doing a live stream in here right now.
Huh?
We're doing a live stream in here right now. You gonna say hey to the live stream?
Huh?
You gonna say hey to the live stream?
What's up, live stream?
Who is it? Is it in this car? Oh, that he put the window up? Yeah, it's down because I don't see shit.
He's in the back now.
Oh, he's in the back. Oh, he was out. Yeah, I keep wanting to look there, but it's so much easier. It never has been, never will be. Thank you for using my lines. Sweet street people. I mean, we're in a parking lot. These are like people in their cars, but we got. How did those girls like walk across here? That's like that goes down there. Did they get out of their car?
They drove away. Yeah, they drove away.
No, those ones were coming from like there.
Oh, I didn't
Earlier there was two girls. Anyways, whatever. My autism just kicked in. Do you need to charge this?
No, it's fine.
He did on cam. What's up, random guy? Is a crow not coming?
EBZ's still in California, right?
Your new bee is cute. Yeah, ABZ's in Cali. But he doesn't collab with anyone, right? I don't know. Maybe Corinne, like his collab with Corinne before, but I don't think he wants to collab with me. But I mean, I know for a fact he doesn't want to. And
Have I tried ketamine yet? No, I've never done ketamine.
I have.
I'm a little afraid of doing ketamine.
I've been in the K-hole too, but I've only done it a few times.
I like.
I never did the GHB. That
I
one.
did that once.
I would. Well, and like recreationally, you know, like it is good for sex. Like, I guess you have sex on it forever if you just do a little bit. Like, not like how they use it to day trip where you pass out. If you just take a little bit, it's usually in a water bottle and it looks like water too. So you take the cap off and you fill the cap.
Yeah, my friend
And
gave me
that's what
some.
you take.
I never took it.
That's a dose. Like that's how much you would want to take recreationally. And yeah, I've heard some good stories. I tried to get that too, and they never really came true. But ketamine is similar. Usually they kind of consider them the same, but then they're different too.
Gotcha.
There's so much shit. Like you're getting more into the inhalers almost. Like what's that old fucking thing they had in Fear and Loading?
Oh. The stuff that say baby's blood.
I think it's a liquid too. The liquid, and you put it on a rag, and then you sniff it.
Yeah. They're gonna know.
Chat, anyone? I used to talk more about drugs. Now I don't. I don't that much. Ether, you're right. That's it.
Adrenochrome.
No, that's like the new shit. That's like the bullshit they're pushing now. But no, it is ether. It's kind of not really around. The Jokers who you see working at the Best Buy Geek Squad, yeah, he belongs more there, but like he wants to be all edgy and hood, but then wow, Joker, wow.
You know, I'm thinking about going to Santa Monica after this.
I mean, I've been.
That area.
That was like the end of my trip. That's as far as I went. That's the end of the Route 66 too, which I was on Route 66 in Oklahoma, but not the rest of it, because to take it back here it's longer. I don't know. I'm good just ending the stream. We're right at an hour.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling a bit tired myself.
Yeah, we can
You
hang
need it-
out
I can start taking you.
for like 5 minutes. Nah, we're good. We'll just let's just stay for 5 minutes.
You said
Go
fine.
to Venice Beach. Well, I did both of those, Santa Monica and Venice. Those are the ones I went to. I forget what's the city. I mean, there would have been more to do, and like go down south. That's where surfers at. We were gonna do that. I think he was gonna do LA too. Speedy ended up going there later, and then I never went there. I think like when I got to LA, he was in Vegas. Something like I was in Vegas, went to LA, and then he went from like almost there. What is it, Santa Cruz or something else farther south even.
Sounds right.
Anyways, and then we got back, but my LA streams were pretty good. People hated on me for sniping SJC, and people hated for Trisha. I mean, SJC I don't really care about, but it's whatever. I mean, I wanted to ruffle some feathers too, and so for one, I have a history with SJC, which is not good. He bit me. We fought at the compound. We were kicking him out. We got in a fight. He ended up biting me in the chest. Like I had a big bite mark. But then I moved on. It's like whatever. Another streamer. And he was on my podcast, so whatever. But people hated that. I cut him off. He didn't like that. Things kind of went sideways. But I mean, it's SJC. It's like, he's like, whatever, one fucking trigger away from going ape shit. He was kind of content while he was on stream, and he's like variety and like old world, but I mean people didn't like it. And then I mean there was some bad streams where he like, well, he says he did a wellness check with that's what it was. He did a wellness check on Gucci's live on stream, a call, you know. So I mean that wasn't good. He's toxic, yeah. I mean, with that one, I eventually I agreed with the community and I said whatever. It's not worth the trade-off. The little bit of content he brings is not worth all the other bullshit that he brings. And I mean, he's turned on me, of course, and whatever, but then he loses interest and does his own thing, which is what I do anyways. I mean, with Trisha, that was a much different experience for me. People really hated on her, and I thought I could kind of change people's opinion a little bit, but I don't think it happened. It is what it is. Things, you all know how things worked out, unfortunately. Otherwise with LA, like I ended up being there with Geezer, not Speedy, but Speedy wanted to go on Captain's RV anyways, and I wanted to have nothing to do with that, so we ended up splitting up in Arizona. I went to Vegas, he went to LA, and then straight up to Blade, Northern California. That's what I mean. Like you could go south to like Surfer, and north to Blade, Blackbird. What's her name? I forget. She's been hanging out with him. With Kev, she used to be with Kev. They went to Mexico, but now she's up there. And Carter is around there. Uguns now more of a later streamer, but he's pretty consistent. He's like sniperable, collabable. I don't know. I don't. Well, for me, it's Colorado, and I don't know how long I'm gonna stay there, and exactly where I'm going next.
Flowing.
Yeah. And I want to see Colorado. I think that'll be interesting. Maybe even like tent or cottage.
Oh shit, please.
We're good. We're not doing anything. Trisha said something about CPS and Cher being in a bikini. That was with Attila at the beach. Well, yeah, we went to the beach. We wore bikinis. I don't know. They're looking for dead people.
There's like 2 cops out here.
And I mean, she was in a bikini. She was okay with filming the mom. It wasn't inappropriate. We didn't film anyone else. They were like beach towel stream. I think I filmed them a little bit, like going in the water, and like there you would get some people in the background, but I mean, we weren't really like filming anyone. You flossing?
Yeah.
You how they do the what's the fuck is the what do they do is it with the knees? What's the flossing thing? That went away, and like the dabs all died out. This is incredibly boring. I'm sorry, Emily. It's the van life. New segment, maybe. We'll see how long it lasts. I mean, you've been doing it for 7 months, so I'm sure you're gonna keep going.
Oh yeah.
I'm just leaving them on.
You don't sleep in your car?
You want to dip? It's been 7 minutes.
I'm down to dip.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
I'm gonna stay for like 3 minutes. Whatever, we'll round up to 10. An hour and 10. I said 5, we'll make it 10. Bonus.
It might your stuff might shift around.
Yeah, that's why I go. I'm only gonna do like a couple minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna end up grabbing the camera.
Gotcha.
But thank you for being so concerned about the stream. True viewer and an artist. I see you understand the art of IRL. We don't want one of those stop speeding, what do they call it? Nausea stream. The true bobblehead experience. He's a Gaylord hippie. Who, me or
Yeah,
the
I'll go with
driver?
that. Let's do it.
You're Gaylord hippie. This is when the stream ends. See, I mean, it doesn't matter how I fucking end the stream. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna like end the stream right after the drag bar. You know what? I'm down to like film the street a little bit. I think this is. Oh shit!
What?
Sorry. I mean, you know.
You want to get out?
No. Just like this driving.
Yeah.
Because I don't do this too much. I haven't done it for a while. I could because I have a car, but I used to back with the Toyota, but now with the new car, I pretty much haven't done it. And I mean, yeah, we're pretty much out of the dense area, but I mean, just a little bit. Streets of Austin. Okay, perfect. 10 minutes. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.